Duncan, when are we gonna be there? We're here. Now stop asking me. So, where exactly are we? We are at the Temple of Caesar. What are those structures for? They were built by an ancient civilization who worshipped that thing over there. Looks pretty small. Well, small from where we are. It's actually 50 meters. That's a pretty tall statue. Well, Jen, you see, that thing isn't quite a statue. Captain. Yes, George? I need you to take a look at this. Okay. I was lost for a second there. Eric has just reached Infant Island. Good. We'll finally get to study that kaiju, if it is there. Captain, you say the monster on Infant Island is female. Huh. Probably you'll never see anything like her again, eh, Captain? No. I'll probably never see anything like her again. Must have been daydreaming. Well, I can't let that interfere with my line of work. Better check on how Eric is doing. Whoa, this place is huge. Well, that should make it easier to find a giant monster. What the heck? That was close. I hope I don't run into any more problems like that. Is the island trying to kill me? I don't know what the heck is going on. Maybe it's just because I'm walking around. Or maybe something supernatural is going on. I don't really care, I just need to get out of here. This should be a good place to stay the night. Morning already? Well, back to trying to locate the monster. There's literally no monster around here. Why do I even bother? Can it be? It's beautiful. Could you get me a bit higher? This is as high as I can get you. Strange. I've never seen any kind of language like this before on these tablets. I've never even seen any tablets on this island. Maybe it will give me a clue as to what exactly this Mothra that's sleeping up there is. George, I'm going to send you a picture of the tablet so you can send back a translation, okay? Okay, Eric. I'll send you the full translation. I just need to type it into the translator. Alright, I'm sending you the translation now. Alright, I'm sending you the info that I have. The translation is only what we know so far about the native language of Infant Island. The natives died off quite a while ago. About a decade ago, I'd say. It's a shame, really. Never got to know too much about them. I don't really know why they died off either. Very strange. Another thing that's very strange is how the lights keep flickering. Maybe it's because I've been working here too long. I don't know. What was that sound? I swear I hear something. I'm so afraid right now. Ah! George? George? Oh my god, George is dead. No, he's not dead. He is not dead. He's still alive. But he screamed. I don't know what's going on there, I'm afraid. He might be in trouble. The whole base could be in jeopardy, I don't know. But I need to focus on the mission. I need to finish this up right before I go back. Alright, just the last thing I gotta do. Okay. Okay, apparently there's something here about there were two civilizations made monsters. One of them is Mothra here. And the other is known as King Caesar. That's the other one the boys are checking out. It's on Caesar Island. And it was a big battle. They fought. The civilization of Infant Island won. Mothra lives to protect the island. King Caesar turned into a stone statue. Blah, blah, blah. Wait. He got turned into the statue? And if he is ever disturbed, there will be a great war once again? Oh my god. Okay, now that we finished scanning these translations, can we contact George? I told you, Jen, I've contacted George multiple times now, and he hasn't been responding. So, we're going to have to go back to camp and wait till morning to get a translation. I can't wait that long. This is taking forever. Who turned out the lights? You fool! We've been here for, like, hours, so the light is gonna go out at some point. I mean, it's been a long time. We should really get back to base, but I can't see anything. Oh, thanks. Is that a backup light? Jen, we didn't have a backup light. Then what is... Duncan? What do we do now? Well, the most logical choice would be to RUN! What happened? Are you okay, my friend? Captain Aiden? What happened? Well, you like to keep that light right above your desk on at all times and not let any other lights be on. And so it started to power down. It was flickering and I didn't know how else to approach you, and it kind of freaked you out, and then you passed out, and now we're here. Is it still late? Well, that's why I have the light on. Oh, right. Well, I'm glad everything's okay. Not quite. Eric found a shocking discovery. I'm not even sure if Jen and Duncan are okay. I'm not even sure if I'm okay. Speaking of which, why don't I tell you a little story? What is it about? Well, it's about me, actually. Do you want to come sit in your captain's chair? I mean, it's your... No. You can sit in it for now. Back in my youth, when I was born, you know, it was pretty hard. The Ultra Guard had, disbanded. My father had no work, so he decided to make a change in his life and move to America. That is why I am half American and half Japanese. About when I was maybe 15, 16 or so, I was moved back to Japan with my father and mother. I'd never been to Japan before, so this was new to me, especially since I had to start school there. Very different. And then I met this girl, Rei Ayanami. I loved her so much. And it wasn't for a while until we decided to start dating each other. I don't think she liked me at first. I didn't think she even knew I existed. But slowly and surely I was able to get her to warm up to me. We loved each other. Yeah, we started dating, and later on in life, when school was finished and such, we decided to get married. We had the consent of both of our parents, and it was gonna be great. We're gonna have it just this one great day in the summer, and the day before I was going to talk to her one last time. So that night I went over to her house. You know what? Something happened. What happened, sir? Well, casual attacks became more consistent throughout the years, I'm sure you know. And that one day I was walking to her house and I happened to notice that there was some smoke coming from where her house was. And it turns out Godzilla destroyed her house. He just, stepped out of the ocean and crushed it with his feet. It was the first thing he destroyed. And then he left. I could see the smile on his face. Most people say that it would be that expressions on a monster's face are non-existent. They are mindless creatures, but I saw it. He was good. No one can tell me otherwise. He enjoyed melting the skin and flesh off of people's faces. The radiation turning people to skeletons, I could tell he enjoyed it. That is why I joined G-Force, and that is why I hate Godzilla. Sir, we came back as soon as possible. Well, we didn't have much of a choice because King Caesar forced us off the island. Destroyed all of our stuff. We were lucky we could escape in the plane. Alright, let's gather all the information we have and formulate a plan on how to stop these monsters, if we need to stop them. We'll need to look over all the info we gathered first. Alright, the info tells us that King Caesar and Mothra are obviously going to fight. Yes, but where? Well, it says here in the translation of the tablets that they fought on neutral grounds during their last battle, and the closest location of neutral grounds would be Tokyo, where we were stationed. G-Force is in some big trouble. Not just G-Force, but the whole city. How are we gonna get out of this one? We'll just let the monsters fight it out. But I have one question. What is it? Is there a scenario where the city isn't destroyed? According to my calculations, the only scenario the city wouldn't be destroyed in is if Mothra wins without sacrificing herself. What do you mean without sacrificing herself? Well, you see, the last battle was won by Mothra sacrificing herself to destroy King Caesar, but the resulting explosion was greater than any of our weapons could accomplish. So you're saying Mothra has to win without sacrificing herself? Yes. And that's going to be pretty hard, considering the battle was very close last time, and the only thing that could stop it was the explosion of Mothra. How does Mothra even explode like that? Only when King Caesar has been affected by Mothra's poison scales will he be susceptible to her apparently lightning bolt. That's the best translation I've got. But apparently, from what I'm getting at here, is she summons a bolt of lightning, and it strikes down wherever the poison scales are. And yeah, that's that strike of lightning was so great it apparently wiped out all the surrounding villages. So yeah, that is what I've got. Well then, if that's what we've got to go on, we've got to figure out a way to destroy King Caesar ourselves, because it doesn't look like Mothra will be doing any good. I'm sure we can figure out how
Mothra can defeat King Caesar, well, we can work her into our plan with her cooperation, of course, if that's even possible. Guess we'll have to find out. This nap should do me some good. I need a good rest.
This place is Infant Island.
It's just a dream.
Please listen. There's something we must tell you.
Wait. This is real. What's going on? Who are you?
As you remain friends of the Earth, then Mothra will remain your ally.
Alright everyone, I think I found the answer to our problems. The Shobijin. Now, don't think I'm crazy or anything, but I contacted them in my dreams. Now, first of all, the Shobijin are two twin girls, and they are sort of like ambassadors of Infant Island. They speak for Mothra. I know I sound kind of crazy, but you know, we really have nothing to go on at this point, and this is the best lead we have on how to stop King Caesar. So yes, with their consent, I was able to craft a plan that hopefully should help us save the city.
Everyone, hit the deck.
What happened? everything is nearly destroyed. That battle is really doing a number on the base. Emergency lighting on. Captain! Don't worry, Captain. I'll help. Just call in the Black Locust. Alright, I'll use the control panel to call the pilot in, and he'll be out right away. He's waiting for orders.
Target has been destroyed. I'm returning to the base.
What happened? Well, during Mothra's battle, the building kinda, fell apart. Not completely, but the rubble kinda went all over the place. But we were able to clean up most of it. Oh, really? Yeah. The place is pretty clean now, but we'll need to do some fixing up. So, where's Mothra headed? Well, apparently she set course back for Infant Island. And that's good. Looks like history doesn't have to repeat. She didn't need to sacrifice herself. Well, that's reassuring. Hopefully we won't have to do the same in the future. Like what happened to Fred. Oh, right, he's your brother. I'm sorry for bringing that up. It's just, he may seem rough on the outside, but he was a good man. Proved that we can defeat Godzilla. Speaking of which, we'll have to get on that soon. I know I've got an idea in mind, the Mothra project, but that might be a while. Seeing Mothra fight really reminded me of why we all fight. We all have our reasons. Mothra fought to keep balance. King Caesar fought for unbalance. I'm sure quite a few people who work here fight just to get paid. Some may fight to protect people. Some may come because it's the only life they have. Ah, yes. My reason? I fight for Rey. I fight so that her death wasn't in vain. I fight because I love her. And I will make sure that every last destructive monster will pay for what happened. I fight for Rey.